you're listening to Abstract AF and I'm Sneha Jaswal. In this episode, I'm going to talk about three shows that you can watch with just about anybody on Netflix, especially on occasions when you have guests over for a significant amount of time and all you want to do is stream something that's agreeable for all. I think the best kind of shows to watch with friends and families are ones with episodes that aren't related to each other. And since there are plenty of such popular food and travel series, here are titles that don't have these familiar themes. Number 1, Explained. This is a documentary series created by Joe Posner and Ezra Klein. With each episode ranging from 16 minutes to 30, Explained is a perfect pick for those who like to watch something during their meal breaks and are fond of learning new things. Every episode on the show has experts shedding some insight on a particular topic, and while they might not be as detailed or deeply researched as some intelligent viewers might expect, the makers have a lot of interesting information and trivia to offer in each episode. One of my personal favorites is an explainer on how the diamond industry functions, and they have some figures that can be very eye opening for a lot of viewers. The episodes range from fun stuff like why dogs have managed to beat other domestic animals to become best friends with humans, to more serious issues like why women around the world are paid lesser than men.
If you look at women born in 1973, you can see the wage gap growing as they go from their mid-20s to their mid-30s. Better than previous generations, but heading in the same direction. Same thing for women born in 1968. The pay difference between men and women continues to grow.
It was a very interesting episode that features insights from Hillary Clinton, who had hoped to break the glass ceiling by becoming America's first woman president, but unfortunately she lost the presidential race to Donald Trump. Produced by the media company called Vox, the creators tried to put as much data and hard numbers as they can to back their insights. They also incorporate interesting infographics that make the show more engaging. Moving on to number 2, Tiny House Nation. This is a reality television series hosted by renovation experts John Weisbarth and Zach Giffen, who help families build their dream homes. They just happen to be tiny, so not more than 450 square feet or a maximum of 600 square feet. Buying a house is a huge financial burden, and building one can be a very stressful experience.
Lots of people are deciding that bigger isn't necessarily better.
That's amazing.
Oh my God.
Tiny home living is about changing your world.
Viewers would love how the show hosts and renovators make the daunting process as easy as it can be. John and Zach first interact with the homeowners and find out what they hope or expect from the new house. Once they have a fair idea, they get to work and come up with brilliant, innovative, space-saving ideas for furniture, stuff that families couldn't think of by themselves. The show obviously shows the bright side of things, and most homeowners are extremely happy when they are handed over the keys to the new house. Whenever I have friends or family visiting these days and cannot decide what to put on, Tiny House Nation comes to my rescue.
Oh my gosh, that is small.
Welcome to Tiny House Nation.
There are a lot of other home-based shows, like the one on the Marie Kondo method of cleaning, which I did try to watch, but gave up after one episode because it just wasn't charming enough. Tiny House Nation, on the other hand, has some very fun families, and the hardworking Zach is the heart of the show. He's always bubbling with ideas and worries about the house as if he's building one for his own family. The hosts try to ensure that families who have never lived in a small 300 square feet home know what to expect and get the maximum out of their little space. If every builder had the same approach, there would be a lot less disgruntled homeowners around the world. And now to number 3, How to Become a Tyrant.
If you want to rule, you first have to believe that you can. To truly show your love, you'll need to guide your flock with a firm hand. You too can create an enduring heaven on earth with you as its guiding light.
Narrated by Peter Dinklage, this deviously witty documentary talks of a playbook that will help aspiring tyrants on the path of world domination. The series is divided into 6 episodes, and the makers then explain how 6 infamous tyrants made their mark in history. And it obviously starts with Adolf Hitler. The title of the episode is Seize Power. I love how each episode is spun like a mystery novel, where they try to crack the key to brutality of a famous few. Throw in Dinklage's deep-throated narrator voice, some grunge-style music, clean, bold infographics, colorful animation, and you have the recipe for an engaging documentary. After Adolf Hitler, we have Saddam Hussein, followed by Idi Amin, Joseph Stalin, Muammar Gaddafi, and finally the North Korean dictators, the Kim family. Viewers will soon begin to see a pattern to these oppressive regimes that terrorize different parts of the world. And there isn't just a pattern that stands out. Soon, viewers who do follow world politics will be able to draw parallels with national leaders that are at the helm of democratic nations. Maybe all leaders have a little tyrant tucked away in a deep corner of their heart. Because let's get real. Like the narrator says at the beginning of this show, we all want absolute power. We just don't know how to get it. If you are a history enthusiast, definitely check How to Become a Tyrant on Netflix. So these are 3 shows that you could probably watch with anybody, maybe not kids. That's all for this episode. Talk to you in the next one.
Follow